మాస్టర్, తల్లిదండ్రులు టీనేజ్ పిల్లల మధ్య సంబంధం గురించి ఒక సిస్టర్ ప్రశ్న ఇలా అడుగుతున్నారు. నాకు 2 టీనేజ్లో ఉన్న పిల్లలు ఉన్నారు. నా తల్లిదండ్రులు నా మీద ఆంక్షలు విధిస్తున్నారు. నా స్నేహితుల తల్లిదండ్రులు ఎలాంటి ఆంక్షలు విధించరు. నువ్వే అలా చేస్తున్నావు అని అంటున్నారు. పైగా ప్రతి ప్రశ్నకు వారి వద్ద నుండి కాదు, నేను చేయను అన్న సమాధానం వస్తోంది. ఒక రకంగా చెప్పాలంటే టీనేజ్లో ఉన్న పిల్లలకి తల్లిదండ్రులకి మధ్య ఒక చిన్న దూరం అనేది ఉంటుంది. ఈ సంబంధం ఎలా ఉండాలో వివరించమని సిస్టర్ అడుగుతున్నారు మాస్టర్.
It's a very tricky situation. Very, very tricky situation. Because you cannot handle them at that age. If you are too strong, they'll break. If you are too weak, they'll become even more spoiled. As I said, most important thing is how we prepare them for the future from day one. I cannot expect to see the change in them when they have turned 12 or 13. We have to support them to a certain extent. See, I don't mind, but rules have to be placed. You go out, by this time you should come back. See? Does that mean they will postpone or prepone the activities which are not so very good? We don't know. We have to trust them also. See, have confidence that yes, they will not do anything wrong. But constantly keep on nagging them, keep on warning them. I think that also frustrates them. See. Over carefulness from parents' side destroys the relationship. We have to be careful. Don't show it. Be very subtle. Share stories with them. Beautiful stories, inspiring stories. Problem is we have stopped reading stories to them at bedtime. Even when they are 13, 14, 15, 18, why not even when at 30? Share a nice story with them. Share a nice joke with them. That can make them think. At every age, parents must change. What they offer is very important. See, for example, grandparents in the family, they can't sleep because of old age. They wake up by 4 and they see a child of 4 or 5. You're always sleeping. Wake up early. We used to wake up early. You see, I'm old man, I still wake up early. You must study. But it's not right. Little children, for their own growth, nature provides them. Nature makes it mandatory for them to have a longer span of sleep hours. We have to let that happen. That is the age when they wake up. We have to intensify their observing capacity, starting with how the flower blooms, for example. How the stars shine. Keep them busy, let them count the stars. It's a beautiful moment actually. Let them see the leaves changing colors every day. Tell them, could take the child every day to the same tree or a plant and say, look at this tree. We'll come back tomorrow and we'll see the color. And continuously keep on at it. Or bring in a coffee cup, put some seeds, and see how life comes out. This is very important, see how we train from beginning. Now this is up to a certain age. Afterward, we must teach them regularity in life. Wake up early in the morning. This is how you should sit. This is how you should talk. This is the kind of music you should listen to. This rhythm has to be placed in their heart from earlier age. When they are teenager, can't be bossy. Now, their inner awakening is there. They're slowly shifting mentally and emotionally from dependence on parents to their own self. See. They're searching, they're inventing things. Nothing wrong with it. But our job is to guide them in the right direction. See. Don't lecture them. They say, okay, I want to try this out. Okay, go ahead. Let's see what happens. Don't be so negative. Never question, what did you do? Why were you so busy? You are putting child on a defensive. You are teaching him how to lie. I wish I had known, I would have picked you up, my son or my daughter. Conversation is important. Communication with them is very important. Joking is the most important thing. Jokes that you used to share with little children should not stop. Story sharing should not be stopped. When you read a profound philosophical message from any source, share it with them. A lot of joy. My child, listen to this, how wonderful it is. And when they do something wrong, the world is not ending there. See? Children are not stupid. They know they have made a mistake. But we make it worse by reminding them, you see, what did you do? I knew you were going to do this. Then they rebel. They have already known that they have made a mistake. Now you're putting salt on their wound. You have to be sympathetic. In a very indirect way also. Again, as if you don't know anything. Because the pride is running high at that time. They don't want to show the mistakes committed by themselves to the parents whom they adore so much. I don't want to let down my parents. That is also there. Even though the child may be going haywire, yet this inner sense is always prevailing. That's why they lie. That's why they hide. Otherwise, if they were so proud, they would do it right in front of you. That conscience is still active, still alive. But this is nothing new, as I said. Dhritarashtra could never stop his son. And there are many Dhritarashtra these days. The greed of a father. They rear children according to their desire and passion. So what is our desire? What is our passion? What do I want to create in my child? How am I going to design the destiny of my child? So as I was saying, at every age, our approach to child must change. Once that child become adult and now he is married, he or she has his own life. Don't interfere. When they come, be the best you can be. Give the best you can. But you can't interfere. You can't nag them. You must do this, you must not do that. That is over. Don't give them the chance to say you are stupid. And we have to be ahead of children at technological level, at knowledge level. You see, we stop learning things. That's why when children are able to say, oh, you don't even know this. It's our fault. I must have some idea about certain things in life. I cannot insulate myself from the things which are happening in a better and better way. See, changing of trends need not always be bad. They can be very ennobling. Now it has become freer and freer, much freer society, I would say. But we are paying a price for it. We are having a war. I mean, there is so much of boiling happening, mixing happening, like never before. I don't think there was ever a period in the history of human race. What is happening today is very unique, extremely unique. Extremely intense changes are taking place. At good level, there are intense changes. Bad level, also there are intense changes. And we must help our children to go in that direction, see. Sometimes they would make mistakes. You are watching, yes. But don't let them go too far. Keep on showing them cautiously, this can happen, but not by becoming negative. And when they realize that, yes, my mom or my papa said, but I didn't listen. And when such thing happens few times, then they will have more confidence as, yes, they are more experienced than myself. Now it's time to listen. See. This can happen only when we give the freedom to them to do certain things. Let them make mistakes. Let them understand that I warned them, yet they did it. And slowly they will have more confidence that yes, they cannot be wrong. Of course, it's not always universal. Exceptions are always there in life situations. But by and large, the respect will be greater when we don't interfere. We have to be very indirect. We have to play our role in such a way that they don't feel that we are influencing them in any way. And this art is very tricky, very, very tricky. So you have to be careful. Always be guided by your heart. See. When you meditate, you'll get the guidance. This is what I should be doing. This is what I should be doing. Or not doing.